A little over 2 years ago, I was part of the Mexican army. I have several stories, but this is the strangest from my time there. For a while I was in one of the battalions in the state of Zacatecas. We did all kinds of work, from the simplest, like planting trees, to the most difficult, like going into combat. During this time we guarded a water tank day and night. We rotated shifts every 3 hours. One night I had to guard it from midnight to 3 in the morning. To get to the tank I had to leave the dorm half an hour early because it was on a hill and I had to walk. I only had my gun and a flashlight, because the path and the place were totally dark. When I arrived, I met the guy the first was supposed to relieve so he could come down. Everything was normal like other nights, when around 2 o'clock I heard something moving. Without much concern, I went to check around to make sure there were no intruders. When I was sure there was nothing, I went back to where I was. Suddenly something ran in front of me. I couldn't make it out clearly, only a silhouette about 2 meters long. It stopped for a second in front of me, and its eyes shone an intense red, a red I had never seen before. After standing and looking at me, it ran off. I chased after it with my weapon ready, pushed through the grass, checked some nearby tractors, even climbed on them, but I found nothing. The rest of the shift I was jittery but otherwise fine. At 3 the relief arrived. I told him I'd heard something so he could be on the lookout, without giving him details. We said goodbye and I left. I arrived back at the barracks shortly after 3:30. Before I went to bed I saw my relief down at the entrance of the battalion. He was scratched on his arms and face, covered in clinging weeds and very scared. He said that shortly after I left, he heard a sound calling to him. It didn't bother him until he heard it again. He turned on his light, and above one of the tractors a hairy black thing sat smiling at him, its arms and legs crossed. He ran, and that thing chased him, attacking him, until he reached the barracks in less than 15 minutes. When he told us this he was frozen with fear. I hadn't told him anything about what I'd seen, I had only said I had heard something. They detained me for 3 days for not warning him. They detained him too for leaving his post. Since that day my relief never went back up at night. The other comrades and I tried to change the watch areas and some even said they'd rather be detained than go back up. But for some reason I still went back up to protect the cistern.